Do I even know what I'm doing? It's Jen Renee here, and I am sharing my voiceover acting journey with you. And in this one, I am going to share the next steps I took in my thinking process of, am I even qualified to pick up this line of work and transition over to voiceover acting? What am I qualified to do? Anything at all? So as I started thinking about this, I began to realize that way back when, kind of in the middle school era, I took on starting up school plays for all the little guys, like the first grade, second grade, third graders. I think I was in 8th grade at this point, and I just had a love for theater. I would go to plays, I loved watching plays, I love musicals, so I would put together these theater shows basically for the little guys where I'd give script and coaching and make the stage and do the whole costumes and run basically the whole thing. I took acting classes as electives all through high school, and I was in every single school play and always cast in a lead role, which I loved. I loved acting. I had so much fun with it. So even though it wasn't something that was required, I would always take it. And it was a passion of mine. So then thinking forward, after that, I actually joined a choir. Love singing. I don't think I'm good at it. I don't think I'm good at many things, but I still love them, so I just go for it and I try it out. So yeah, I took voice lessons while I was in the choir, so that I could improve my singing and my range and all these things. And I just loved it. I loved it. I loved singing. I loved being up there and hearing everyone around me and the effects that it gave. The people who were listening to the music was so fun. So fun. And then kind of thinking again, like, what business do I have doing this? Do I have any experience under my belt at all? It kind of dawned on me when I was living in Brazil abroad for several years. I got hired to do voiceover work. And I actually did several different manuals for instruction, English instruction. So I was in the voice booth, the whole thing, and it kind of skipped my mind, like, oh yeah, I've done this before. It was just quite a while back, and I think, I was an English speaker in a foreign country, so I think I was a bit of a hot commodity. So, but anyway, I had that experience, and then coming to my recent job, I storytell all day long. Part of my training, part of my actual training in my curriculum teaching was voice work for storytelling for children. I took 3 years of voice classes specifically for storytelling for children, how to convey the story so that it is it's not just reading the story, it's so that they really experience the story. Any good storyteller has. So I studied up on that, and then of course I've been practicing it for several years in the classroom. So amongst this hodgepodge of experiences, I was like, okay, maybe I can, make something of this and see where I land. Again, it's also not just about what I love doing. I also need to see where the demand is in the market. Is it e-learning? Is it commercial work? Is it, character work on video games? Is it, who knows where my voice will fit? So then the next step is getting a voiceover coach for this specific work. Since I am clueless, I need direction. I need to know, where does my voice fit in all this? Where do I fit in all this? What's my journey gonna look like? What are my planning steps, right? The beginning of any big thing, it's like standing on the end of the diving board going, well, there's a big pool. I need to get a lot of information before I just plunge on in there head first, not knowing. So I think my next step is going to be a lot of information gathering. I've assessed my own skill set. I've assessed why I want to do this. And now I need to gather some more information. So stay tuned.